Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. In today's episode I am going to show you how to remove the door handle from any BMW X3 F25 from the year 2010 and up. This method it's not only working on the BMW X3 but it's working even on the X5 and the X6. And also there are other models made by BMW which are following the exact same technique. So in today's episode I am going to show you how to remove the driver door handle, but this method is working for almost any door out there. Doesn't matter if you're doing this on the passenger side or on the rear side, the method and the steps are exactly the same. So to begin, what you have to do is to open the door, and right here inside the door panel you'll find this rubber cap which you'll have to remove. As you can see, it's coming out very easy even with bare hands. And then if you look closely inside it, you will see a little screw which you'll have to remove using an M4. And as you can see, just look at the screw. It's very easy to reach and you don't have to put a lot of force because normally this screw is not very tight. And this little screw is holding in this smaller portion of the door handle, and after remove this one, the rest of the door handle will come out by itself. And as you can see, those are the only two things which you're going to need to remove this door handle on this car. And I also like to use something sharp because after remove the door handle, if you have connectors like I will have on this car for the ambient lighting and also for the sensor, you'll have to disconnect the connectors, and only after that you'll be able to remove it completely from the car. So as you can see, with one hand you will have to undo the little bolt from behind the door, and with the other hand you'll have to pull the smaller portion of the door handle to the exterior. And also I recommend all to not undo the little bolt completely, because in some cases if you undo it too much it can fall into the door and you'll have to disconnect everything. You'll have to remove the door panel to reach it and to take it back from inside the door. And also in some cases it will not be possible because it will go so deep inside the door and you won't be able to find it. So just undo it a little bit, and with the other hand you have to pull from the exterior, from the smaller portion of the door handle, and eventually it will come out from its place. Just follow what I'm doing because the method is very simple and you'll have to follow exactly the steps which I'm going to show you on any car and on any door on this car. And as you can see, the smaller portion just came out. This is how it's looking. Right here it's where the little bolt is going. And if you want to put it back on the car, you'll have to push it inside in the same way you removed it, and that's it. So right now I'm going to show you guys how to remove it completely from the door and what you have to follow. If you want to remove the door handle completely, you'll have to push this ambient light. If you have one, you'll have to push it inside the door, because otherwise the door handle will hit into the ambient light and it will not be possible for you to remove it completely from the door. And as you can see, after you remove it, after you pull it to the right side in my case, you will have to undo it from the metal clip where it is connected, and then you'll have to pull it like this from inside the door. And as you can see, because I have sensor in this handle, I will have to disconnect the wiring, and only after that I will have to go ahead and remove it completely from the door. So as you can see, this is how it's looking with the door handle removed from the car. This is what you have to do. And for example, if you want to put it back on the car, you'll have to connect the wiring connector from behind it, and then you'll have to push it like this. Sometimes it will go a little bit harder if you have connectors, because you'll have to take a little bit more care because you don't want to break the connectors. And after that you'll have to put it inside the door and you'll have to slide it to the left side. And normally you won't be able to slide it unless you pull from the little metal part from inside the door on which the handle will pull. You'll have to put something sharp and you'll have to pull it just a little bit towards you, and after that the little handle will grab it and you'll be able to mount it back on the car. So as you can see, I pulled it just a little bit, and now when I'm going to put back the handle will slide very easy into the place, and that's it. And as you can see, the handle is working, the door is opening and it's closing, and from here the only thing that you have to do is to pull back the ambient light. You'll have to put it into its place, and then you'll have to put the smaller portion of the door handle back and you'll have to tie the screw. This is how easy it is to remove the door handle on this car, and not only on this car, there are a lot of models made by BMW which are following the exact same technique. And as you can see, right now I'm going to disconnect everything and remove them completely from the door handle, because I'll have to do some polishing steps, and this is why I choose to remove them in the beginning. If you are deciding to remove the door handle completely out of the door, I also recommend all to remove these two rubber pieces which are installed over the door and underneath the door handle, just to know for sure that when you're going to install them back on the car, you'll have all the parts laying around and you'll not have any problems with the installation. And as you can see, to remove them from the door, you'll have to push them to the exterior and they will come out from its place. Okay everybody, so this is how to remove the door handle from any BMW X3 F25. So like I said earlier, it doesn't matter on which side you are starting, doesn't matter if you are doing this on the front doors or on the rear doors, the method and the steps are exactly the same. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video and found it informative, please leave a like and a comment down below. See you next time.